We're excited to be back out at Donington Park today for round 6 of Time Attack UK. It's a local circuit to us. It's not a circuit that we visit very often, but it's a circuit that we thoroughly enjoy, and the car is exceptional here. Running today also, we've got TCR Championship again, and the Civic Cup, and the Drift Pro Championship. So there's plenty of track action going on. Being a local event to us, we've got plenty of support today. So we've got lots of friends, family and customers come along to support us. So we're hoping for a good result, a PB and maybe a lap record. So yeah, we'll keep you posted as we run into warm up. So we've just come back in for warm-up, which is the first session today. The car ran faultlessly, felt fantastic. We ran quite a lot of power, so we ran nearly 500 horsepower for warm-up, which is uncommon for us, but this circuit just demands such high speed that we can get away with it and we can make it work. The car felt so well balanced. We were using all 4th and 5th gear all the way around, which is unlike any other circuit in the UK, and with car speed staying high, we get very little wheel spin, so drive off the exits of all the corners is phenomenal. Braking zones, the car's always been exceptional, so that was great. So we ended up with a 1 minute 16 lap, I think, which is a couple of seconds off our PB, but for a cruising warm-up, just to shake the car down, as it hasn't moved for a month or so after Alton Park, we're pretty content with that, and there's plenty more in the tank for later on. I think it sat us kind of mid-table, so we weren't pushing too hard, but we've got some tweaks that we can do just to settle the car down a little bit more, make it even better. The grip was really good. The circuit wasn't too hot, so we didn't cook tyres either. So we had a really strong start to the day, and something that we're hoping to build on for this afternoon. So we're just back in from first practice, obviously building up from warm-up this morning using everything that we learned from the first sessions. We put a bit more boost into the engine, made some suspension changes just to stiffen up near side front corner, as it was doing a hell of a lot of work. The car got even better, so we carried even more speed. We were up a gear in 2 places as well. The weather's just absolutely brilliant today. It's not too hot, but track temperature seems high and there's plenty of grip. The car again was really well balanced throughout, and I was able to push on quite a lot more than I'd expected, certainly this early in the day. With Donington being historically slippy, you can't push too hard in the morning, but it just all came together so quickly. The aero package was working exceptionally well. Brakes were good, we had no fade or vibration or anything, and the car was just completely on point. We moved forward from a 116 down to a low 114. So we want to be getting down to a 113 and then on to a 112 later on this afternoon, which I definitely think is possible. All the other competitors were doing exceptionally well, so traffic was light, everybody pretty much lapping at the same kind of speed, so we had very little tripping over other competitors throughout those laps. We didn't run full session. I didn't think we need to. The times that were popping up on the V-box were more than acceptable for a practice session. So we've got some changes to do now. Race tyres are going on. Some more suspension tweaks on the front end because we're still picking wheels up where we don't want to be. But everything looks really promising for a PB and a lap record this afternoon. So we've completed this afternoon's sessions, qualifying in the final here at Donington Park. Everything didn't quite go to plan. We struggled with the car immensely this afternoon, trying all sorts of things to try and get back to where we were this morning, but that's motorsport and it didn't really happen for us. We ended up in second place for qualifying, a couple of tenths off our personal best time. Pretty confident that we could do something in the final. It just wasn't to be. The qualifying session was cut short due to a red flag, so we got 4 or 5 laps maximum. No excuses, it just wasn't there, but we really did push very hard in the final, maybe too hard, and that 112 wasn't there for us. So not a very good points haul for us from today. We needed a few more points than that for the championship, so we've ended up with second place points. We look forward to Brands now, to go back to where we did very well a couple of months ago, one of the previous rounds, and then on to Snetterton for the final. So it's not all over for us yet, but it is going to be a tough ask now to try and take the championship this year, which is a real shame because the car's been performing very well and setting personal best times and fastest laps throughout the rest of the year. I think we've just got to hone in on some small niggles and maybe a couple of setup issues now to really show the full extent of what the car's potential is.